Good play by Jason Bartlett, who's really shored up this defense in the infield for the Rays.
Great play, tremendous play, and it seems like you make a play like that, you're going to be hitting in the inning, and sure enough, he's hitting second. But man, that was special.
Fernando Perez hits it on the ground with Uribe. Ian able to knock it down and then throw out Perez, who's very fleet of foot for out number one.
Well, here's the play you're talking about with Bartlett. There's so many things that happen on this play, made it look so easy. One, you got a left-hander hitting the ball, is going to run away from it, so he's got to take an extra step to get it. Then throw on the run to a guy on the run, and you got to keep it low so he can catch it and still see the base and step on it at the same time. That is just a outstanding play.
We've talked a lot with Joe Madden about the differences in this year's Rays team. And you talk a lot about the bullpen and how that has been shored up, but he points to the defense as one of the biggest issues for the Rays, and they've been so much better defensively this year.
Well, if you look at a team that has good defense, you're going to have good pitching. There's a definite correlation between the two.
Now Bartlett drives it through the left side into left field for a base hit. A one-out single. His first hit of the game.
But that's not what they expected to get from him, was the offense. He swung the bat real well. This is the only ball Burley's left out over the plate like that in a few innings. But again, we're back to that bend but not break situation. We'll see how he tries to pitch out of this here in the fifth.
Jose Guillen talking to his bench coach, Joey Cora. With one out, Jason Bartlett, the tying run at first base. Akinori Iwamura, 0 for 2. He is fouled out and struck out. Takes strike one.
You know, he's got that run out of the box swing similar to Ichiro and Fukudome. I guess teach a lot of that in Japan.
Always looks like they're on the move.
Yes. You know, we teach let the ball come to you, and a lot of times it looks like they're teaching go get it. Whatever they're doing, it's working. It reminds me a lot of you watch women's softball where they walk up and they take that swing on that. He's not taking a crossover step, but his body's drifting it. I think it'd be very difficult to try to keep your head still when you're hitting, but he's got his head moving, his body moving, a lot of things he's got to do right to hit that baseball.
Ball and a strike to Iwamura. You mentioned Ichiro. Have you seen a guy who's got better bat control than Ichiro?
No, he's amazing, and I didn't think he was going to hit as well as he has in the big leagues. I mean, look at me and call me idiot because he's, what, 8 seasons in a row now he's had over 200 hits. But I think a lot of times what happens with Japanese players, we talk about the frailness of their body. Will they be able to handle the fatigue of Major League Baseball? I think one of the great things that the World Baseball Classic did was be able to put their game front and center for the world to see that they can compete. Not only the great guys that have come over here, but as a nation as a whole, and they've done a great job playing baseball with them.
Iwamura lifts it to deep left center field. Swisher and Anderson headed back, and it is gone! 2-run home run for Akinori Iwamura to put the Rays on top 3-2.
Watch the drift of the body. He stays behind this one, and that is a tremendous swing. He generates a lot of bat speed and some power. Look at the leg drive right there. That's where he gets that power, from the legs, and he drove that ball to the ballpark.
6 home runs during the regular season for Iwamura. Hits one in the postseason to give his team the lead.
And the joint is jumping now because the natives have come alive.
Iwamura, the curtain call. That's his first home run against a left-handed pitcher this year. Had none during the regular season. Takes Burley deep here in the 5th. Upton pops it up, sending Konerko into foul ground. 2 down.
Well, let's take it back to the home run and the pressure that a lot of the Japanese players have We always talk about, oh, there's so much pressure on the American guys when they're playing here. Nothing. These guys travel with their own core of media, and their games are carried at home. Everybody in the country watches them play. They've got so much to live up to.
Especially for the first Japanese players to come over. You think about Ichiro, you think about Matsui in New York. Those guys coming over. Now you get Daisuke Matsuzaka.
It's enormous. What's that like with Matsuzaka?
Pretty incredible, to be honest with you. A lot less, the more time the Matsuzaka has stayed, as this one is chopped right side. Ramirez has got it, and that will end the inning. A 2-run home run for Akinori Iwamura as Tampa Bay at the end of 5 on top 3-2.